Good morning. Welcome to Keep This in Mind, brought to you by specthealth.com. I know, I'm 30 minutes early, right? It's got things going on today, and look at this beautiful sun coming through the back window there. I mean, it's just amazing what a difference a day will make in our weather around here, especially in Tennessee. So, today I want to talk to you about a concept that I learned from Jim Collins' book Good to Great, called the Hedgehog concept. And I want to contrast it with a hedgehog versus a squirrel. Now let me explain. The hedgehog, when it becomes into danger, will roll itself up to where all of its little spikes are on the outside. And enemies can't get a hold of it. It's kind of like a porcupine, but not exactly the same. And a hedgehog knows that no matter what's going on, he knows that he can get to safety, or at least safer, by rolling up into this position. And he's really, really good at it. He's learned how to do it from birth. He's really acclimated to it. He has become a master of being a hedgehog. Contrast that to a squirrel that you've seen going down the road, right? Have you ever been there? The squirrel is like halfway in the road, and to go all the way across the road would be the safer pick. You know that, but that squirrel's looking left and looking right and looking back and looking forth, and he doesn't know which way he wants to go, and he ends up either going back the way that he came or just frozen, paralyzed by indecision. Looking at these two animals really reflects a lot on we as human beings. We can learn a lot from the hedgehog and the squirrel. In health, what I've seen so many people do is they often want to do it all, right? They make a decision, hey, I'm going to get healthy, and the next thing you know, they're buying supplements, they're buying shakes, they're buying all the planned stuff. Then they're getting a gym membership, and they do so much prep, or they just leap out so hard that they become paralyzed, that they become overwhelmed. And when things don't go as planned, they feel guilty, they give up, and they go back. And unfortunately, most people who start a health journey, who quit a health journey, don't go back to where they were. They go back beyond, which is even worse. In business, I see it all the time too, that there comes an opportunity, a time, a thing, and we try to do too many things. We forget what our core abilities are, or we get paralyzed by indecision when an opportunity comes up and we lose the opportunity, all because we have this inability to focus in on what we're really good at. And it doesn't matter if it's health or business. This can kill your dreams. This can kill all the goals and aspirations and things that you want to see in this life, all because of indecision. So, what can we learn from the hedgehog? Number one, I think that you should get really, 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 really good at one thing. No matter how small it is, really good. Let me speak to my health clients out there. You should get really, really good at eating every 2 to 3 hours. That's it. That's your first step. And until you're really, 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 really good at that, all the rest of the stuff doesn't matter. Because the key to our health plan is getting your body into a place of efficient metabolism. If you're trying to improve yourself, you ought to get really, really, really good at making your bed in the morning. Really good. It's not about the bed. It's about the win. It's about creating a habit. You see, the hedgehog knows that he's really, really, really good at rolling up into a ball. Are you really, really, really good at what you do? The core thing that what you do, the thing that you have found to be the thing above all other things that you need to do. Get really, really good at that. Because when the tough times come, and they're going to come, Do you have something you can lean back on? And I'm not talking about a fallback position. I'm talking about something that you know you're really good at that can carry you through when everything else is out of kilter. Now, part two, you can be good at more than one thing, but you can never, ever forget your core strength. For me, my core strength is the ability to take concepts and take things that I've learned in my past and explain them in such a way that they're understandable. And I know this about me. I've done it since I was a children's pastor. I've done it in Sunday school. I've done it before corporate boards. I've done it. I can look at things and present them in a way that people can digest. I know that about me. So regardless of whatever else happens in the world, I know that I can take that strength and serve mankind with it. What is your thing? What is the one thing that you can get really, really good at? And the third, when the pressure comes, make your decision and commit to it. Don't be like the squirrel who's paralyzed by indecision or goes running back across to the so-called safety of where they started when it's really so much closer to push through and get to their destination. You've seen it. I've seen it. The squirrel is three quarters of the way across the road and they go 3/4 of the way back instead of 1/4 of the way forward. Why is that? Because they're familiar with what's behind them and they're unfamiliar with what's ahead. Make the decision to move forward. You're going to be surprised how short of a trip it really, really is. So I'm going to ask the question again today. What are you? Are you a squirrel or are you a hedgehog? The answer may surprise you. If you begin to dig deep, you may find that you have more squirrel-like tendencies than hedgehog tendencies. But yet the ability to be a hedgehog is right there close for you to grab a hold of. Sometimes it takes a coach to see the hedgehog in you. You may not be able to see it in yourself. Sometimes you need a coach to tell you that you can become a hedgehog in this area of your life, and here's the structure you need to build the habits that will serve you. But I'm going to tell you that no matter which you are, you can be really great at that one thing. The one thing that you know is what you're here for. The one thing that you were put on this earth to serve mankind for. But the thing is, until you get focused in on who you want to be and how you want to be, you're going to be more like the squirrel and be just going left and right, or not going at all. So I'm going to close with this. Life is going to come at you from all directions. Having the ability to be a hedgehog will bring you peace of mind in uncertain times because you know that there's always going to be something you can rely on. If it's in your health, you know that when the cupcakes come, you have the habits built to withstand those. In business, when the uncertain times come, or the pandemic, or the next big thing comes, you know that your core abilities that you have honed, your hedgehog ability, will help you serve no matter what the opportunity or challenge looks like. And knowing that will bring a great deal of confidence, and that confidence will help you serve others in a greater measure. God bless.